Alright, Chris, this is for you, because I really appreciate your opinion. You say a 28 foot ain't big enough, but it's got a nice Penta 7 liter, was it, Dave?
It's a 7.4.
7.4. And
7.4 liter, it's
I
a
should
454 block.
Sorry, Chris, I should have taken a video of us cruising, but we took it up to speed. The speedo wasn't working, but you know, it's probably just a cable. I don't know, it might be a cable.
Just slide the carpet back just a little bit.
Okay.
And there you go.
Here we go. So we got a Penta 7.4 liter right here. It's a outboard. It's not an outboard. It's an
inboard outboard.
Inboard outboard.
IO.
Okay.
Yep.
IO. I mean, the hull is really dry. Dave's father is an engineer, so that's good news, at least I think. I mean, it used to have a 350 in here, and it's got now it's got about 1,000 hours. You say on this guy?
Yeah, about 1,000 hours.
1,000 hours. It ran great. You know, it sounded great, and it took it up to speed real good. First guy to let me actually go on a ride. That was nice. And you say no aft.
We got nothing to hide, dude.
Nothing to hide. Right here. I got his face. We'll take him down if he does something bad.
I don't know if that's good or bad. You might break the camera then.
But he seems like a good guy. I'm sure he is a good guy. So the interior, you see, I'm not 6'3" like you, Chris, you know? Or 6'4" or 5. I'm a short guy. I'm 5'6". I got a lot of headspace. Look at this. See that? Me, headspace. Good. That's probably about, I'm 5'6". This is about another 6 inches. I don't know. 5 inches. So, is this like a 5'11"?
What's that?
Do you get about 5'11" headroom in here? I don't know. I'm 5'6".
I'm 5'11".
Okay.
So
okay.
it's about
6 and a bit.
6'2".
6'2". Okay.
If you're 7 foot, it might be a problem.
I think so. Good thing I'm Japanese.
Good thing I'm Japanese.
You took it out of my mouth. All right. Well, everything works, right? Except for the diesel furnace.
That isn't working.
Okay, and you can take your word for it. This is an alcohol burning stove.
Yep.
And look.
Alcohol tank is down below. Cool.
And look at this fridge. It's fucking pristine. Replaced a couple years ago. Yep. Toilet doesn't smell. First boat without a toilet. Well, you know, it's got a little bit of a toilet smell, but that ain't a problem. I mean, it's a toilet. That's what you do. No smell. New electric pump, not a hand pump. Used to be a hand pump. Chris, I don't know why you hate on smaller boats, but this is roomy. Surprisingly, look. I mean, right here I can, you know, it's nice. You know, this turns to a double bunk. I'm sure you know what this.
Into a bunk.
Yep. I'm sure, Chris, you know everything about this, but gotta see it to believe it. And since you're in Washington right now, I'd like to do coffee with you and talk with you. But I know you're busy guy. Look, this is amazing. Two full-size adults are in here. And we can have another 3 or 4 and they'll be comfortable.
It's a great.
And the V-berth is got no headspace, but you don't really need headspace when you sleep, right? Look at that, right? Looks okay. I looked up front. The only access to the hull was from here. That was dry. And they got 2 extra props. Aluminum extra props right here. Storage probably right here. Yeah.
We got a bunch of we got flares.
Okay,
We've got extra burgies. We've got an extra fuel filter there. We've got all the Coastal Navigator, all the documentation.
I got to see that folder you had again because that stuff
yeah.
Just because.
Is underneath the net there?
So I mean everything is. It's a bayliner. I know you don't like bayliners. You're a Chris Craft kind of guy.
Well, who isn't?
Yeah. Well, if I could get a Chris Craft, I'd love to get one. But you know, it's a family. It's one owner. You know.
That guy right there.
The engineer right there. Engineering for Boeing, so I think he knows a thing or two about propellers and stuff. Look at that.
Right? Not when he's 40 and he's 74 now.
Yeah. Wow.
Crazy.
I mean, it's got everything to the T.
It's got the commissioning. These are all records off the old log. So this is when it was commissioned, was 7/22, July 22nd of 77.
Wow, it's got history. I like that. And they did a good job keeping this, you know? Got all the paperwork. It's got all the records. Look at that.
It's all the fuel usage and hours. And then we've got different trips that we took with people out on the lake.
I'd love it. Well, if you guys want to keep this, maybe. Well, maybe I could keep it with the boat. I'll never get rid of it because I could use it too. You know. Chapter 2.
I don't think you can have that.
Really?
There's too many memories in there.
All right.
We'll give you all the stuff that you would need as
All
far
right.
as like particulars on the boat or whatever.
I respect that. I respect
shoot,
that.
I'll make a copy of it. Something.
I respect that because this
You
is
gotta
your
keep that.
history, right? I was so sad. My friend was moving, helping them move, and they're just looking for diamonds and gold and silver. And his grandpa wrote volumes of novels, his life, and they're throwing it away. I'm like, can I have this? Like, no, we just don't want our history. I'm like,
This is what our family did. My mom had polio when she was little, so
okay.
there's stuff in here on like when tune-ups were done, fairly recently.
Yeah.
But there's also stuff in here about like anything that we've added to the boat, or we kind of started to keep a little record here. There's information on when it was. This is the listing my dad wrote up.
Quick video of this so you get all the information here. I mean, I can freeze frame it and read it later. It's good quality. These days, these cameras are ridiculous. You get 12 megapixels. Wow, original owner's manual. Look at that. If I get that, I can probably fix the whole thing myself.
Isn't that crazy?
Probably can't, Chris. I know I can't. I'm just being an asshole. I can't
There's
do
a
it.
lot.
I know.
There's a lot that's gone. A lot that has been replaced and whatever. But
Quick video of this. Freeze frame that. I can read it later.
there is information in this envelope of documentation.
Okay.
My dad doesn't throw away really any paperwork. This has documentation on
Tennessee. That's funny.
Tennessee. I said, well, there's not really 10 of you. No, but there's 5, and so there's 10 hands.
Okay. Nice.
They say all hands on deck, right? So here's Volvo Penta information.
That's good. That's close to my name too, right, Chris? Look, Penta, Kenta, it rhymes. The only word.
Totem Marine, 739. Look at that. 24,165.
Holy moly.
Repower with Volvo.
Holy moly.
Labor to replace transom and stringers, gel coat, bilge, reroute steering, cables and new shift cable. Glasswork, 20 years for dry rot inspection. That's glasswork that's 20-year warranty for dry rot inspection. Paint, bottom, and restripe.
How much is it?
That was
back in the day, $500. It's not too expensive.
Yeah, that was
back in the day, though, right?
$24,000.
96, okay.
Plus, here's another $15,000. That was for the repower package. Let's see. It looks to me like this is the whole kit and caboodle.
Mm-hmm.
I said it was about 20. It was more like 24,000.
So is your, just to keep records of this kind of stuff, is it okay if, well, I'm just
This
getting
would
a
all
little
go with
details.
the boat.
Okay, cool. With owner manual and stuff.
This would all go with the boat.
Because I want
Here's
to
the
keep your
warranty
history.
information. It's
Okay.
out of warranty now, but
Yeah, well, it's 34 years old now. I
yep.
mean,
There, pretty much anything that was done. Here's the owner's manual for the engine and the outdrive.
yeah. Well, this boat is almost as old as you, right?
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost. I was 9 when we got it.
Yeah.
Pretty much any information you can imagine on this boat is in here.
Okay.
So all of this stuff we're open book, open records.
Is that expired?
What's
just
that?
a little detail. I'm just looking at little details. You can tell about
It should be good.
Yeah. Okay.
It's showing that it's good. But
There's just those little details when you look at something.
Yep.
Like if they maintained even the fire extinguisher.
Yep.
That's the little details that you want to know. Original curtains. Look at that. There's some water damage, but then I think that's pretty normal because it's right by the door. There's no other real. There's a little bit here. The windows probably sometimes may have some water leaking. But whatever. Curtains, right?
when you spray up underneath this overhang, the silicone on these windows is a little marginal. So if you spray up underneath this cover here, the cover from the bridge, sometimes you can get a little bit of leakage around the windows, but that's.
And Chris, you'd be amazed how well this boat smells for 77. That's how old you are, Chris, right? You're a young guy.
Ouch.
No, he's a young guy. He's a young guy. He's born in 77.
This dinette, this is what I was talking about. This used to sit down right on the deck.
Okay.
And so my dad raised it so you can see out the windows when you're sitting at the dinette, and then you have storage underneath here in these bins.
Is this can this become a double? Does that
Yeah.
thing come down? And
That
come
folds
up?
out, and then see that cushion that's in there?
Oh yeah.
That fits right in here. It's a funny little shape. And it kind of becomes a double, little less space with your feet. This thing can sleep two very tall people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then the sun bridge up top.
Really?
That seat that you were sitting on, that folds into a sun bed. And then you've got all the full enclosure up there too. So,
Chris, I think I'm falling in love again. What am I gonna do, Chris? I'm a fool for love.
that guy, that folds into a bed. I used to sleep up there all the time.
Yeah, that'd be nice, like somewhere nice and warm. Go down to San Francisco.
There's stuff like this vinyl and stuff you might want to reupholster, but.
And we took it out, Chris. I should have videotaped it while we're taking it out. I mean, it sounded great. Everything worked, from what I know, and he's comfortable to get a boat inspection on it. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. 77 Bayliner. Thanks for listening, Chris. You are my hero. And I'm gonna go up to the pointy thing at the front, right?
The pointy end, yeah.
The pointy end.
I'm gonna start putting the bridge back together.
All right, thanks. I like the color too. It's blue. Blue is good.
The next size down from this boat, the year that this was made, was a 27 foot.
Yeah.
It was basically the same boat on the interior.
Yeah.
But it didn't have walk-arounds.
Oh wow, that sucks.
The only way to get to the bow was through the hatch. And my dad said, no, if we've got kids, I want to have the walk-arounds. That's what makes it a wider beam too.
You can probably have a couple people out here, easy. 3 people out here, laying, lounging.
Hey there. I'm not ignoring you. I'm still talking about it. So I don't need that. I think the party has probably started. And we'll just be a little bit late. Let me just call you right back. Is that good there?
Salute to the American flag.
Okay, I love you.
It's all in the details, eh? Look at that. All right, Chris, I'm gonna bounce now. Thank you for listening. And yeah, in outboard, out inboard, whatever it's called. Great little guy.
The other thing I was gonna show you too, this autopilot.
Yeah.
It's not fancy.
Yeah. Oh.
But you can actually stand on the bow and pilot the boat.
Oh, cool. Look at that.
You got a starboard port, so you can go right or left. And then this turns it on and off.
Cool.
So it's kind of cool. You can be actually out on the bow or on the back transom. It's wired.
Yeah. And Chris, if you haven't noticed, it's stored underneath. You might have a little bit of rain coming down from the top. I don't know.
No, this is rock solid.
Rock solid, okay. And it's on a lake. No salt water here. Fresh water. Fresh water.
All its life.
Moored here all of its life.
Yep.
30 somewhat years, 34 years in fresh water. I can probably drink this water.
My parents live on the hill
above
one of the biggest marinas in Seattle, but it's saltwater and they didn't want it in saltwater.
All right, well, I'm going to be taking off now, so I'll talk to you later, Chris. Thank you for your help. Bye-bye.